Okay, so as it is shown in the shorts that I will be uploading, I'm having fermented. I'm having soibum, white peas eromba, and egg curry and ngakha today. This is ngakha, the dry fish. It's had in some other parts of India like Odisha, and I have even found it in not this particular dry fish. This is ngakha, which fish it is made of, and all those details I'm sure you can find on the internet. I can just lead the horse to the water, and if you're thirsty for the water, you can drink it yourself. Look in the internet what ngakha is, which fish it is made out of. I'm sure on this age of the internet, this information will not be hard to find. But yeah, dry fish is consumed in Odisha, and I'm sure Bihar, and I found it in Maharashtra also. Not this particular dry fish, but some other kind of dry fish. And this is eromba. This particular eromba is made out of soibum and white peas. Soibum is nothing but fermented bamboo shoot. Now don't ask me again about the fermentation process of bamboo shoot. You can look that up too. In the previous shot, somebody had asked me what eromba is, and they had misspelled it. In most of the Manipuri food forums, eromba is spelled EROMBA. And eromba is one of the staple foods of Manipuris, at least Meiteis. I'm not sure about the other communities. And even the people from outside who are called Mayangs here, people from other parts of the state or the world who are residing here, they once they have had the taste of it, it's an acquired taste, but once you have acquired the taste for it, they can't, they would love to consume it, and they can barely live without it. But it is an acquired taste. If you have it for the first time and you have never had dry fish in your life, then I think it will be very unappealing to you, and even if you have it, since the taste and smell is so strong, you will not enjoy the taste. But as I have said before, I know many people. There is this retired lieutenant general who actually served in Kashmir and all that. He married a Maharashtrian lady, and she actually is residing here, and she loves the taste of it now, of all the Manipuri food. There's a lot of indigenous food over here. So what eromba is, basically the main ingredient of eromba is fermented fish, a kind of fermented fish called ngari. Ngari is spelled Ngari or Ngari. There are some companies which actually sell ngari in packets right now, and you also get pickles out of it. I actually have a pickle over here. This is a ngari pickle. Some company. My friend from Uttarakhand actually, he was posted here. He was leaving this place, and he was kind enough to get me this Poirot King Chili ngari pickle. It's not clear for some reason. Poirot King Chili ngari pickle. It's pretty good. Although if you make it at home, there's a different taste to it. King chili is one of a, I don't know if it's actually umorok. Umorok is UMOROK. It's a very strong chili, which people usually put in the eromba. And yeah, so the main ingredient of eromba is fermented fish, ngari, which is ngari, and you boil it. You put that in a tiffin or something, and you put it in a pressure cooker, and you put some salt with it and some chili with it. I normally don't put the king chili or umorok. I use lighter, easier chilies, and then you put whatever vegetable you want to make with it. The simplest one would be make potatoes with it, and then pressure cook it, and then after it's done, you mix the ngari with the potato or whatever vegetables you want to make it with. You can make it with lady's finger. I love that one, lady finger and potato and ngari eromba. And in Manipur, the popular ones are yongchak aloo eromba. Aloo, of course, you know. Aloo is called aloo in Manipuri also, in Meitei also. And yongchak is stinky beans. You find it in some other parts of Asia. It's called stinky beans. and other popular ones are soibum, this soibum, fermented bamboo shoot, and soibum aloo eromba, which is again same mixture of salt, fermented fish ngari and chili with fermented bamboo shoot and potatoes. I don't know how many people will love and watch this because it's a very acquired taste, all this food. But the Mayangs, as I said, the people from outside who have settled here, they can't live without this food. Most of the food over here has a pungent smell, but you can differentiate from it. Actually smells, to be very frank, Nari actually smells like garbage, but you can tell the difference once you are have been a consumer for a while. And there is another, I'm jumping the gun here, but there is a Hawaii jar, something called as Hawaii jar. You get pickles, bottled pickles for that, like that, like this also. That is soya bean, fermented soya bean. You can make it at home also. It's actually my mom actually makes it at home. That smells like actually human waste, but it tastes good. You can make out the difference if you're a regular consumer. I know all of this is not sounding very appealing to any of you, but I'm just describing what we have here, and I don't want anyone to be offended by all this. It just smells like that. I am a Manipuri myself. I love this food. I'm just describing it in case you happen to be curious and go search for this food and find it, and then find the smell. I don't want you to be surprised by it. It's an acquired taste, but it's quite healthy. As I said, eromba, it's all boiled. And I am also having some egg curry today. Egg curry, I have had some very good egg curry in South India. This egg curry is made by my wife today. She has put some green, lot of indigenous food in Manipur, as I said, so some of the green stuff that you find in Manipur. I'm just calling it stuff. I'm not an expert on Manipuri cuisine. I just like eating it and enjoying it, and I'm an aspiring YouTuber, hoping people enjoy and subscribe my channel and view these videos. So let's start with the ngakha, dry fish. So eromba. It's good. Salt is a little more than required, but it's fine, it's good. I prefer eating rice for lunch and even dinner. In Manipur, most people love eating rice. Although people do eat puri and all that. And nowadays, all kinds of food from outside, all over the world. Korean culture is pretty popular here. K-pop and Korean dramas, as it is in a lot of other parts of the world. But it had got popular here in the mid-2000s actually. There was a channel called Arirang where people used to watch a lot of Korean movies and dramas. And there is some Korean instant noodles and which are available here. People like. But traditionally people like eating rice over here. Rice and fish. The youngsters, they like pork and beef and all that. A little controversial saying that, but it is consumed here. I don't want to discuss religion or that gets complicated, but people from all religions consume all food here. Got some potatoes in it, the egg curry. Is nice. Don't want a ngakha to feel left out. I don't know how many subscribers I'll get. I was actually having my food with the. I normally have it with my spoon, and I have it in a thali. But now I just with a flat plate, this and this simple mobile apparatus I'm using for recording the video. It seems better to use this, and I think it looks. I don't know how many people look appealing to the Western world. Might find it disgusting and messy. I don't know. Eating with your hand, but I thought it looks more appealing. Me having that food that way. I always feel hungry when I watch a mukbang video and the people having the food that way. Looks very appealing to me. More appealing than it would look with a fork and a spoon. I don't know how right I am about this. Right, currently I'm at 6 subscribers, so don't take my word for it. They make very good. I haven't had. I mean, mostly I've had. Mostly I do consume food at home, and I like it that way. Occasionally I like eating outside. But whatever egg curry I have had from my friend when I was younger, I had consumed some egg curry in the south, and they make very good egg curry, and even egg burji. They make good egg burji in Maharashtra also. I'm sure there is good egg curry in other parts of the world and in India, but I've had some very good egg curry in South India. Andhra Pradesh should be more specific. But now, obviously, that Andhra Pradesh, which I'm talking about, this is the 90s, has been divided into Telangana and all those. It's a bit complicated. I don't follow geography now. I stopped following geography after I passed out from school. But there have been many states since the early 2000s. I was actually born in Vizag. I don't know now whether that is situated in Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, so I don't want to mention where, but I was born in Visakhapatnam. So, actually like the people there a lot. I have made a lot of good friends there when I was in school. Not in touch with them, but they're good friends. They also, I mean, in the south, they just talk about the idli, dosa, and appam, and all those vegetarian things, and sambar and chutney. But there's also very good non-veg food there. The way they make chicken there, I've had very good chicken in where I have been in Vizag for a long time. Then Andhra. That is how I'd say it to avoid controversy. And the chicken over there, all different kinds of chicken being made there, so tasty. And there's also very good fish made there, the way they make fish. sure there's good mutton also. I've seen some channels where they show mutton and all, but I personally have consumed the chicken and fish. There is very good recipes. The world largely just knows the world, and even in India, some people just know. You go to a restaurant, the staple foods are the butter chicken and tandoori chicken and chicken tikka, which with their own agenda. A lot of Western countries, they want to take credit for chicken tikka now, and they almost have. Some of the Indians also actually believe chicken tikka is of British origin now. I doubt the veracity of this claim. Anyway, yeah. So the Indian non-veg food is not just pork vindaloo or lamb vindaloo or the popular butter chicken or the Indo-Chinese chili chicken or tandoori chicken or chicken tikka. You also have very good mutton. Mutton, I don't know if it's consumed much in other parts of the world. There is a lot of mutton consumption in India, since beef is a controversial meat here in most parts of India. I'm sure it was not so, even before the Mughals. It got more controversial, with the advent of media and some groups. But can't blame the groups also. They are also, whatever information they have, they are acting on that. But in the olden times, I'm sure when, people consume what they could get. I'm talking about long 2000, 3000 years ago. And other people would not have problem about what another guy consumed. I'm going to consume some more rice than usual today. I took out more food, more curry than I could have. Yeah, so as I was saying, there's good recipes called in South India of chicken. I don't know all the names, but there's very good chicken there. There's very good fish there. Even in Maharashtra, there's very good mutton and chicken available. The most consumed meat in India, I think, would be chicken. People who do consume meat, they do consume a lot of chicken. And in Kerala and Goa, in the northeast, you consume all kinds of meat. There are people who even consume cats, dogs, and horse, exotic meats, and silkworms. I personally haven't tried those, but just saying. Snail is a delicacy here. Not delicacy, just had here. People consume snail. I consume snail. On a regular basis, people consume it. Even in West Bengal, there's so much good mutton kosha, chicken rezala, all those recipes. Obviously, the north has a lot of good recipes. There was this recipe, this episode of a well-known food series here, hosted by Mr. Rocky and Mayur. Nowadays, this is Rocky, I think. Mayur is on a break or whatever. With some new name show. There was a show called Highway on a Plate, where they had gone to a Punjabi household, and this old Punjabi gentleman, he was making the pork pickle, and it looked very appealing. So I didn't know that they consume pork in Punjab also and make pickles out of it. But I came to know that in 2007. I don't remember correctly, but in this episode of Highway on a Plate, the gentleman said that, whatever the season, during the winters or whatever, they exchange the pickles in their family. The older woman would make the gentleman was quite old himself. He just speaking from experience, I think. The ladies and the older woman would make the fruit pickles like mango and all that. And the gentleman would be involved in pork pickles and meat pickles. I remember him using the fat of the pork to make the pickle. Now, pickle I don't know about most of the Western world, but at least the ones I see in American television and American media, the pickles there and the pickles there are very different. Their pickles, they just look like oil and something, whatever. Here there's a whole lot of spices involved. Obviously, a lot of Western people will not be used to the Indian pickles. Anyway, it's used as a side, sort of a sauce and chutney with your rice and lentils, dal, vegetables. Have the dry fish.